Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Kenny.
And we've decided to branch out and try something new.
Did you say news?
Kenny, I said new, not news. We're not at your part yet. Don't make me completely regret making you my co-host already. Alright, Linda, could we just start from the beginning and edit that out? What's that? We don't have any room in the budget for post-production? So everything I'm saying is going in the file. All right, you know what? Just forget about it. We'll just go. And we decided to branch out and try something new. We're gonna bring you the news.
Did you say news?
I sure did, Kenny. Now you probably have a lot of questions. Like, is this news gonna be all-encompassing?
No,
Is it gonna cover the most important topics of the day?
it's not.
But is it gonna be entertaining?
Also a no.
Kenny, that was not in the script. Why would you say that?
I had to tell the truth. How can we earn the audience's trust if we're not being honest?
Alright, fine. You want to be honest? This is just going to be some news. It'll be about whatever we feel like talking about that day. Whatever piques our interest. And hopefully that'll be the same thing that piques yours. Plus, I'm sure at some point Kenny's going to try and scam me out of money.
What?
Hey, you said you wanted us to be honest. And in reality, we're going to be like a couple of drunken monkeys throwing spaghetti at a wall. Sure, some of it's going to stick, some of it's going to fall to the floor, and we'll probably break the plate over our head along the way. So without further ado, here is some news. In a recent study, 99% of college athletic directors are certain that there's going to be a college football season played this year. In an unrelated poll, 99% of toddlers think they're getting candy for breakfast. Oh, what's that, Maddie? Candy for breakfast? I'm sorry, you're going to have to go back to your Peppa Pig tea set and let the adults make the decisions.
In Pennsylvania, construction is set to open soon. Some companies plan to keep social distancing in place by using skeleton crews. I knew somebody that was part of a skeleton crew once. They said they felt cursed.
What are you looking at? Back to work.
The CDC still has not determined whether or not zombie pirates can catch the coronavirus. But moving back to sports, Tom Brady was recently found walking into the wrong house in Tampa. But he assured officers afterwards that he did not break any social distancing policies, as he made sure to stay 6 feet away from the New Orleans Saints playbook that was in the house. Somehow, I don't believe you, Tom.
Might need to change his name from Touchdown Tom to Trespassing Tom.
Or what about Transgression Tom?
Peeping Tom?
Ooh. Breaking and entering Brady.
Baskin Brady.
Baskin Brady? What does that even mean?
He's going to feed his opponents to the Tigers, just like Carol Baskin did to her husband.
Okay, she allegedly fed her husband to tigers? Like, come on, Kenny, we're a news organization here. We can't say anything that's going to get us sued for libel. All right, we're just going to move on. Here at Some News, we don't want to just report on the big picture. We want to bring you stories from everyday Americans, too. So here's a little segment we like to call, Come On, Karen.
Displeased with how the virtual background was displaying in Zoom, Karen from New Haven, Connecticut, went out and bought her own green screen.
Come on, Karen. It's just a virtual kindergarten classroom. Like, nobody seriously cares if your kid's arm keeps disappearing behind a picture of Paw Patrol. Now, here at Some News, we realize that it's 2020. So if we're going to make fun of a woman, we realize that we should make fun of a man too. So here's a segment we like to call, Not Now, Neil.
Neil deGrasse Tyson recently sent out the following tweet. Every now and then I wish for more purple in the world, but then I wonder, in such a world, whether purple would still be special to me.
Not now, Neil. The economy is in ruins. Over 20 million Americans are unemployed, and our president wants us to drink bleach. And here you are tweeting some philosophy about the color purple. Timing is everything, Neil. Now, I know that people need some sort of escapism from this reality, but this ain't it. When it comes to the color purple, I want my references to be about 3 things. Prince, Barney, and sports teams that have a history of hilariously underachieving. And yeah, I know that Rutgers isn't purple, but come on, they deserve to be. Speaking of the letter R, that brings us to our next segment, The Rant.
I got a lot of things on my mind, and now you're gonna hear about them.
Frontline workers. Now, I think I speak for all of us when I say that we're very grateful for all the hard work they're doing in this difficult time. And I would argue that the best way to show that gratitude would be some sort of government-mandated hazard pay. But what do I know? I'm just a guy sitting alone at his kitchen table playing make-believe with a blue plastic donkey.
Hey, I'm a real donkey.
But apparently, there are better ways to spend that money. For example, New York City has said they're going to throw a ticker tape parade to honor frontline workers. And the Air Force has already flew Thunderbirds over Las Vegas to honor them. And in London, they did this. Sorry, Amy. I know it's been really hard for you social distancing away from your husband and kids in hopes that you don't pass anything on to them, but know that there's a guy out there that got drunk and passed out on the steering wheel of a ferry who's thinking of you. Now our society loves to pat themselves on the back for empty gestures like wearing a bracelet or changing the profile picture. Yes, Karen, we all know you're doing everything you can to end poverty. But this doesn't even seem like that. This seems like people are doing whatever the hell they want to and are just saying this to show support for frontline workers. So you know what? Screw it. We're going to join too. Kenny and I would like to honor healthcare workers all around the globe. This one is for you. Now I feel better about myself. Rant over. Okay, now it's time for a little special investigative report by our special investigative reporter, Philip. What do you have for us this week, Philip?
I'll get to the bottom of it. When was the last time you thought about table tennis? Was it the last time you watched Forrest Gump? Well, for some people, table tennis has been injected into their daily lives.
So can you tell me how you discovered table tennis?
Well, when we got locked down and they shut down all the sports, Bertie whispered in my ear that the Russians were still playing ping pong.
Oh, and are these ping pong matches on ESPN?
No, they are not. An offshore website provides us the access as long as we gamble on them.
Oh wait, you bet on these games?
Well, yeah. I mean, why else would you watch Russian football?
I discovered that this was true. You can get a live stream of a Russian table tennis game by placing a bet on it. This is what it looks like.
And how often do you bet on it?
Every day. I mean, there's a game on right now. Look, check this out, man.
Wait, there's a game right now?
Yeah, there's a game right now. The tricky part is figuring out who's who.
I couldn't believe that there were games every day, but my investigation only led to more shocking revelations. In the last year, a specific table tennis league in Moscow has played over 32,000 games. That's almost 1,500 games a month and 48 games a day. They play 2 games simultaneously every half hour, literally around the clock. In fact, there are 4 players who have played over 200 games in just the past year. Amazing! So, how does one win money betting table tennis? The answer is quite simple.
The trick is to find the guy that's been playing for 13 hours and bet against him because he's tired.
Case closed. Reporting from Moscow, I'm Philip.
Wait, hold on. Philip, are you in Moscow right now?
Sure am. Gotta travel where the story takes me.
So Linda, we don't have the money to edit out Kenny's mistakes in post, but we can send Philip to the other side of the world?
I told Linda it was to honor frontline workers.
Oh goodness, well you can't say no to that. I completely apologize for my outburst. In fact, I think I have a little bit more gratitude I need to show. This one's for all you out there.
We're thinking of ya.
You're absolutely right we are, Philip. Fantastic work. Now, it's a confusing time in America as part of the country is opening back up, but another part remains closed. So to help clear up any confusion, we sent our brand new reporter, Candy, out into the field to help us answer one simple question. Can I go to a bar yet?
Can I go to a bar yet? Can I go to a bar to scream and shout and get blacked out? Can I go to a bar yet?
Oh, hell no!
Well that's a shame to hear, Candy, but we'll try again next week. Well, that's all the news we have for today. But before we go, we just want to honor everyone out there one more time. So to everyone that's working really hard to make our life really easy, Ken and I want to say we're drinking of you. We're thinking of you.
You said the quiet part loud.